Hey everyone, this is James Brumfield back again to do another coding challenge for you guys based on the HackerRank coding challenges. So today we're going to be talking about maps. Now, if anyone's done any coding in Python, this is essentially the same as a dictionary. So a dictionary is pretty much has key value pairs in the data structure, and every key is mapped to a specific value. So for example, if we have keys of 1, 2, 3, and those are mapped to values of, say, orange, grapes, and tangerines, for example, we can't have duplicate keys with the same value in there. So everything in the dictionary is unique. So the way we implement that in Java is through an interface. So we use this map interface here, and you'll probably see this multiple times throughout my coding videos. Then just a nice little graph to keep me reminded of interfaces, classes, and things like that. But so this map interface is actually implemented through one of three classes: the tree map, the link hash map, and the hash map. So we're going to use the hash map in my implementation to solve this problem. So if we just go to the problem really quickly, you are giving a phone book that consists of people's names and phone numbers. Essentially, we're going to query that phone book to see if that person exists in the phone book. Sounds pretty simple, and we're going to use, and here's some sample data here, and here's the output. Now, I'll tell you this now, and I'll talk about it a little bit towards the video. As I was trying to optimize this, there's an issue with the space, but after I show you my implementation and I'll show you where it's on GitHub account, if anyone has a way to optimize it to try to fix this problem of the space here, please leave a comment on my GitHub. But let's get to it. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to take some advice from somebody who's been watching my videos. They said the text was too small, so we're going to go into presentation mode. Okay. So first thing we need to do, we need to do our imports. We need to import our data structures and our classes. So we're going to import scanner class. You always can see that we need it here because we're going to be taking input in dot scanner. That's going to input colon, import the map interface, and we're going to import the hash map class. Sorry, I am not a good typer. Hash map. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we go here. We're going to how big? Well, we need to answer the question: how big is our phone book? So as always, prompt the user. How many entries are in the phone book? We'll do entries, and we'll use the next end method. Okay, so now we need to create our map. So create map with keys. Those will be of integer type. And values. Actually, the keys are strings because they're by name. And the values are integers. So we're going to do a map. We're going to do string. We're going to do integer. We'll call it phone book. And the class we're going to implement is the hash map. New hash map. Okay, let's fill in the phone book now. Fill in phone for int I equals 0. I is less than the amount of entries we just inputted. And trees, can't spell. E-N-T-R-I-S. And trees. Stop. And trees. Increment I by 1 every loop. Not the best typer, guys. I apologize. There we go. Okay, so first thing we're going to input is the name of the person in the phone book. Enter the person's name. So that's going to be an input of type string. Name. Next, will be of type string. We're going to clear the input. This is something I figured out during debugging. As I was inputting data, it wasn't catching all the integers, so I figure we'll just clear the input before we put in the integers. So we'll do sc.nextInt, next line, clears the input. Let's put the phone number in. What's the phone number? Its number. Next int. Let's clear this input one more time. Okay, no problem. Think that's it to fill in the phone book. So now let's do our queries and see if these people actually exist. Query the phone book. So we're going to do a for each loop here for string. I'm going to call it value. And we're going to do phone book dot key set. So key set is pretty much, it returns a set is pretty much there is no duplicate value, so it returns you all the keys in the phone book that we entered above. Okay, so let's do another print statement. Who are you looking for in the phone book? We'll do another input of type string, so we'll do full name. We'll do, oh, did I do that? Full name. We'll do sc next. Let's try next line. And I'll talk about this in a second as we show you a sample case, and I'll show you how it's coming up with problems later on. Okay, so we read in our string, we need to find if this person exists. So we need to call the contains key method. So we will say this method, just comments, is used to search the specified key from the map. And this is just a comment from the Geeks for Geeks. If phone book, you need to call that method, contains key, and this key is a string, so which is what we read in its full name. If that exists, just a simple print statement, nothing crazy. So we'll do name is full name, which we just read in, and phone number is phone.get. This gets the value of the key. Nope, don't do that. Here. So if it finds something, it'll pull it. It'll call the get method, and it'll pull the value for that key. If not, simple print statement, not found. And I think that's it. And the scanner class, make sure we got comments. Scanner class, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me see if I can run it from, yeah, let's see if we can run it from here. I don't want to zoom out and then, okay, so we'll drag this up. So we'll do 3 entries. Make this real simple. Oh, I spelled person wrong. That's one error. James, 1, 2, 3. Bill, 4, 5, 6. Tom, 7, 8, 9. And that is not working. Okay, so we got to go back. Why is this not working? Why is this not working? Where's the set? Is everything here? and it's not working. So let's do a little quick debug. So if I go back, it let us, oh, I'm not going to do that. It let us input the value. So the problem is probably over here. For string value here, maybe this is the issue. This is something I was thinking about earlier. Maybe that's the issue. So let's try it again. Save. Where's run? Can I run? How do I run? Person. Okay, I gotta get out of the screen really quickly. There we go. So let's try that. I'm not saying that's the issue, but I got a few more minutes to hopefully show you that this works. How many inches? 3. James, 1, 2, 3. Bill, 4, 5, 6. Tom, 7, 8, 9. And it still didn't work. Okay. So let me go back here. Key set, this returns a set of keys, so we know that that works. So I don't think that's the issue. This might be an issue, but it's not even getting to this line. So I'm trying to think where there's an issue. Oh, silly. I didn't even put the information in the phone book. That was very silly. So let's do this. Let's do place values and phone book. So we'll do phone book dot put. We'll do name and number. I'm gonna say 99% that was the issue. Control S. Okay, so let's run this. We're gonna do 3. James, 1, 2, 3. Bill, 4, 5, 6. Tom, 7, 8, 9. Let's look for Tom. Tom is there. Let's look for James. 1, 2, 3. And let's look for someone that's not there. Janet. Not found. Okay, so that works. So I'm gonna run this again to show you. And if you guys have any tips to try to resolve this, that would be great. So let's do a space. We're gonna just do the same thing as soon as this builds. We'll do 3. We'll do James B. 1, 2, 3. Tommy V. 4, 5, 6. John S. 7, 8, 9. So let's look for James B. See, this doesn't come up. That's not supposed to come. And then if I look for Tommy V is found. So this is an error right here. And I'm 99% sure it has something to do with this line here. And I don't know how to figure it out based on my level of expertise right now. So, you know, I would love some help with that. But I think for most times, this is my my implementation will work. So exit presentation mode. Okay, so that's the code there. So let me go back. So in this problem, you know, this space right here is an issue. But if I was to use all first names, it would work. First names that would work. But again, so you know, I'm still learning. But if you want to go here, HackerRank, Java, data structures, and maps, you'll see my code there, and that's the problem right there. So I think this is a problem, but you know, if you guys want to try to help me out, I would appreciate that. But anyway, this is my implementation, you know, and it works for me. But I appreciate any optimization tips. Thanks for checking in again. I don't know what I'll talk about next, but stay tuned and have a good day.